Folks, when you see that world-famous blue carpet, you can only be one place on earth. Boise, Idaho, home of the Boise State Broncos. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Broncos will kick this deep to begin the game. Bringing it out, it's Coleman. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Timeout, North Texas. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Testing the right side here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Morris. It's an out route. The catch made. And he's tackled after the catch.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Can he get there on the ground? Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught, second down now. Keeping it on the ground here. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Evans. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially...
Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. And the Broncos come up to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And the runner takes off to his right. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw to the left. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And is intercepted.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for interception?
Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a strong stiff arm. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The Broncos will come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the single back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Texas 7, Boise State 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Creative running there. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the Broncos have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to the left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
29 Philly.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And here's the handoff. They can't stop him. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, BSU. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 46, set to kick this one.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. North Texas's offense is back out there now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Morris. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Boise State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the mean green offense is back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mean Green. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game?
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive.
Boise State Broncos will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. The Broncos will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air, it's Nelson. Quick throw to the left. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The linebacker shifting around now. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you gotta love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd down after the incompletion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away.
46 on to punt it away.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
At the 29, and the North Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They've got him down out near the 40.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain at the running play. 3rd down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score. North Texas
kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Breaking free at the 35. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He's brought down out at the 46. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. You run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Okay, they went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Quick throw to his receiver. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And he's going to launch it deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, North Texas 21, Boise State.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway.
Number 4, set to kick off.
Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Boise State Broncos will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field.
29 Philly.
And they get the second half started with a running play. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
With a defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the ready.
Second down play coming up. Oh, here comes the reverse. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. And keep this drive alive right here.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
To throw, it's Nelson. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Broncos. This offense cannot be stopped. Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Coleman. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. North Texas's offense is back out there now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick throw over the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
There's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. No huddle now for the offense. Looking for some space. It's Evans. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Touchdown, Mean Green. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The PHC is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21.
That makes the score.
Now they get set to kick it away.
21.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. And the Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Hands off to the left. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Hand off to the right side. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They're 0 for 2 on previous fourth down attempts. We'll see if the third time is a charm. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. They've been stopped in their first 2 fourth down attempts. Here comes number 3. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. They stop him with the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Third quarter of play with the score, North Texas 28, Boise State.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Nelson. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Broncos will crank up the tempo. And now the running back's got it again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Can he make it to the marker? Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
At the 18-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line. And because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
Single back takes the handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Let's see if they can convert the point after. And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Takes the handoff. It's Evans. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Morris. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
The ball carrier is the running back. Pickup of 6. Brings up second down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Ball handed off. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. How much can they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Here's the handoff. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Here comes a handoff. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. They'll test the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. Well, let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. On the ground, it's Evans. Bites off a defender.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, North Texas.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And so it all comes down to a game-winning field goal attempt here in the final seconds. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. A chance for this kicker to be a hero and win the game in the final seconds. He missed it. Field goal, no good. And with the miss, remain tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Just gets in the way, taking a shot. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime.
Here we go.
Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It leads to second down.
Handoff running right. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Looking to throw. It's Morris. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, North Texas. They strike first in overtime.
Touchdown.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score North Texas 35, Boise State 28.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going.
Here we go.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to throw. It's Nelson. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.